Welcome students in science class. Chapter 5 Separation of Substances. Previous video I explained you methods of separation. In that 3 methods we had discussed: hand picking, threshing, winnowing. Today we will do sieving, but before that let's recap. What is hand picking method? Something whatever you are removing some impurities, some undesirable impurities with the help of the hand, it is known as the hand picking. The method of hand picking is usually used to separate undesirable substances such as small pieces of stones from the food grains. This method can be used for separating slightly larger sized impurities which easily you can remove it. Yesterday I give you the example of pulao. From the pulao, if you don't like that piece, easily you can remove all that piece one by one with the help of the hand. So that method you are doing with the help of the hand. So that method it is known as the hand picking. Pieces of dirt, stone, husk and from the food grains. The quantity of such impurities is usually not very large. So, hand picking is a convenient method. Next, threshing. Threshing is the process in which stalks of wheat, paddy, etc. are beaten to separate grains from the stalk, stalk, from the stalk. So when you beat that stalk on any hard substance, numbers of food grains are attached on the topmost part of the stalks. So when you will beat that stalks to any hard substance, that grains will be separated easily. You must have seen bundles of wheat or paddy stalks lying in fields after harvesting the crop. The stalks are dried in the sun before the grain is separated. But before, when you thresh that stalks, you have to dry that stalks, then only that grains will be separated. Otherwise this process won't be possible for you. That grains won't be easily separated. So first of all, when you remove that, harvest the crops, afterwards you have to dry that stalks and then you have to thresh. To take out seeds from the stalks would be impossible. So imagine like hand picking from each stalk, because in one stalk numbers of grains are attached. With the hand it won't be possible. It will be impossible to remove one grain from the stalks. At the time this method, threshing method, is used and it is quite convenient also. Beside the hand, if you are threshing on that hard surface, you can use animals also. Put that all that stalks on an open ground and allow animals to walk on that stalks, so all that grains will be removed. And you can also use the machine called thresher for removing the grains from the stalks. Third method, winnowing. Winnowing can be used to separate heavier and lighter components of a mixture with the help of a wind. Yesterday in that figure also, I think you might be, all of you got that clear idea how that man was standing on that stool, like that way, at a height you have to stand. It is done by using a winnowing basket. Mixture of wheat grains and husk is taken in a basket. The farmer stands at a high platform and allows mixture to fall down from a height by shaking basket continuously. When they have to do this, at the time continuously they have to shake the basket. The grains being heavy fall down straight to the ground. The husk particles being lighter are carried by wind or the blowing air. In this way, husk gets separated from the grains. These 3 methods again we had revised. Now today Fourth method of separation, that is the sieving. Sieving. Sieving is used to separate solid mixtures which have components of different sizes. Sieve is a shallow vessel having small holes at its bottom. I will show you the figure. This is called sieve. They are having the small holes at its bottom. So this is known as the sieve. Sieve is a shallow vessel having small holes at its bottom. Method of separating mixture by using sieve is called sieving. Mixtures having components of different size is put in a sieve. Different size components are there. You will put it in a sieve, and then sieve is moved back and forth continuously. With the hand you have to go on moving. So what will happen? The smaller particles will pass through that holes, and the bigger particles will remain on the upper side of that mesh. Mesh, it is known as the jari, will remain on that mesh, and that smaller particles will pass through that sieve. The bigger particles cannot pass through the small holes and remain behind in the sieve. In this way, mixture gets separated into two components. In this way, mixture can be separated into two components, one having smaller particles and one having bigger particles. Keep in your mind, sieves of different sizes of holes are used for separating different substances. Here I had showed you the figure. First one small holes given, second one little big, and third one more bigger. If you want to understand, I will give you some examples. Suppose, imagine, if you want to sieve the floor, आपको गेहूं का आटा छानना है. If you want to sieve the floor, the wheat flour which we bring from the flour mill is sieved by using a sieve having very small holes. See here, this lady, she is sieving that flour. So at that time, what type of that sieve she will use? That first type, having very small holes. The sieving of flour is done to remove the coarse particles. Coarse means little bit, that bigger particles of the flour will be collected on the upper part of the sieve, remain on the sieve, and the fine flour will be collected down in the vessel. And from that you can make the chapatis. So when the wheat flour is put in a sieve and the sieve is moved back and forth, what will happen? The fine particles of the flour will come down, and the coarse particle known as the bran, wheat bran, will remain in the sieve. वो ऊपर ही रह जाएगा. See figure, it is given coarse flour. जो थोड़े जाडे होते हैं वो it will remain on the mesh in the sieve, and the fine flour will be collected in the vessel which you are keeping under the sieve. Wheat brought from the fields after threshing and winnowing still contains some impurities. It is removed from wheat before grinding by the process of sieving. Imagine your mama is bringing that grains, wheat, pulses, rice, jowar, bajra. In that some impurities are there. At the time, what she is doing? First, she is sieving. After threshing and winnowing also, some stones will be there. So before grinding, before giving to that mill, flour mill, what she will do? She will remove all that impurities by the process of sieving. You may have also noticed similar sieve. Here what figure I had given you, that type of the sieve you might have seen near the construction site, to separate the pebbles and stones from the sand. Why? Because we need fine sand for mixing in cement, for plastering walls of a house. If you want to plaster, where constructions are going on. At the time plaster it is done on the walls. At the time with the cement, fine sand is mixed with that cement. So fine sand is obtained by the method of sieving. The coarse sand having larger particles and pebbles in it is put on a sieve consisting of a big iron mesh. ऐसे झाली जैसे जो होता है मैश, उसके ऊपर ये पूरा मिक्सचर रखा जाता है. And then it is held in a slanting position. The fine sand particles pass through the iron mesh. When you will put that mixture on that iron mesh like this way with that any vessel, it will fine sand will go directly, it will pass through that mesh and it will be collected on the ground. And the bigger particles of stone and pebbles, means larger particles, they do not pass through the iron mesh and remain behind, or they will pass. If you are keeping in that slanting position, all that bigger particles will roll and it will be collected far away outside of that mesh. The fine sand can be separated from large particles by sieving using this big mesh. Mostly all of you had seen, I think. The method, next example, the method of sieving is also used to separate similar objects but different size. You might have seen lots of mixtures, they are similar but their size will be different. For example, some cashew nuts are small in size, some cashew nuts are bigger in size. So, if you want to separate cashew nuts of the same size, then it can be separated in the factories by the process of sieving. Another example, jewelers. Jewelers are doing lots of work with the pearls. मोतियों से बहुत सारा काम करते हैं. They are having lots of different sizes of pearls with them. So if they want to separate the pearls of different size, they use again the method of sieving. So method of sieving is used to separate components of different size by the sieves of different sizes of holes of different this figure of different sieves of different size of holes is used. First one, it is used for sieving the floor. Second one, you may use for sieving that moong or chana. Third one, bigger particles like bean, peas, everything you can sieve it with that third figure. So yesterday's video we had completed 3 methods. Today one method, that is the sieving. In short, 4 methods we had completed: hand picking, winnowing, threshing and sieving. Thank you students.